Let us know that you're here. Type out what you would like to talk about, questions, comments, statements, any gear you would like to see. The conversation is driven by what you guys type out. Today we built 2-point convertible slings. These will work as a single point or a 2-point. They have an HK clip, detaches from the front, clips to this loop on the back here. We have all of this other stuff, which we show you every night as it changes. Something you see, just shout it out. We'll come back and look at it. We'll walk out to the table. We just did some splatter print tool bags right there. Kiri, what's up? Jinx, what's up? Landon, how are you? Sisk, what's up? AJ, how are you? Yukon, what's going on, guys? This is super cool. This came today. Mike Zone is who I got it from. Had the TV show Oddities. Anybody guess what this is? Super kit bags, large clothes bags, a few belts that got built today, some H harnesses, more radio pouches, all over the place, radio pouches. Coyote fanny packs, somebody asked for those, so we built a few of them. OD, we build pistol mag pouches and stuff every single day. These are belt, Velcro, duals, we make singles, doubles, triples, and quads. Shotgun shell cards. Over half of them have already gone into boxes. We build those every day too. We're running 1-quart canteens. More H harnesses. Spent mags, black modular spent mags. These are knife watch roll-ups. They'll be like those there. Zippered knife pouches going. Red mesh pockets in motion. TK4 pouches, Nalgene pouches. I think these are Nalgene pouches, probably. Maybe the taller ones. Spent mags with chem lights and pistols. Looks like we're running more padded night vision cases. And then modular spent mags also, it looks like going. Glenn Young, what's up? Working on it. What's up, Don Stinson? How are you? Today I learned dropping a box wrench across battery terminals makes fireworks. Jason, what's in the box? Yeah, what do you guys think it is? How much for the shark? I just bought the shark. Week at SOE. Week at SOE. I don't know what you're talking about, Aggie Phil. SOE Secret Sauce went very well with fresh strawberries and fresh whipped cream. Nice. Dad's GT, what's going on? Not a sponsor. Wet and Wild, what's up? Iridium, hey Ed, how are you, man? What's going on? Take a look again. What do you think it is? You're never going to guess. You're going to be so surprised. I didn't even realize that. I'll bet there's some kind of key. I'll bet that's spring loaded right there. I didn't even notice that on the bottom of these. How fucking cool. So is there another tool there somewhere? Will you ever build Velcro back pouches with splatter material? Would be nice to go with. Yeah, we will. Yeah, sure. I buy every shark that I find. This is not a very good one. And as you, maybe you know, maybe you don't know. The tag on this said taxidermy. This is not taxidermy. It is a fiberglass mold, as most of your sharks and billfish and sailfish are nowadays. Every now and then, you will find one that has real skin on it. They usually smell. They're usually not well done. And they just haven't made the test of time usually. They're pretty kind of rough, which is, I love buying that old, nasty taxidermy. I like the splitting video. Tell those guys to not raise the axe so high for efficiency. Apply for E on downward stroke. Envision axe in the base. Got it. Got it. Yeah, I don't think Lewis has split wood before. I have fucking tons and tons and tons and tons of wood. And I probably look like complete shit doing it. Isaac is actually really good at it though. And you know, he's young, so he won't listen. He's going to do dumb things. And he's of the belief that the lighter the head is, that you get more velocity with it. So it just runs through. And I think the other way. I'm actually buying more mauls and splitting axes. And then gonna get some higher end shit, some Grand Force Brooks, and then like some Steels and Husqvarnas and stuff. And just kind of put them up against each other and see what we all think, you know, head to head. Yeah, he did great for the first time. Cage match. I have a bunch of chicken coops that don't have roofs on them. They don't have this piece. They're just flat open top. And these come with a roof. So instead of having to replace the tarps every 5-6 months, we get about a year out of them because they have support to them. And what happens is we'll put a board across, we'll put a 2x6, kind of like a rafter, and then pull the tarp tight over the edges. But what happens is they'll still sag a little, and when you get a heavy snow load or a lot of rain on those, it starts to stretch the top. It rips the grommets, and the vibrations when I'm here. I'm like, what in the world is that? And the tarp will pull and gain so much weight that it'll actually break. It'll bend the top of the kennels. So I've just been replacing them one at a time with these. Not really replacing them, but having caging and kenneling where we can, you know, secure animals as we need to when people are here and such. Same on the cheap. Yeah, the cheap Amazon greenhouses work great until they don't. And that's the deal, man. When you put the roof on those, or some kind of more solid roof, like the roof on this is you know, just this, but it supports the tarps long enough, you know, that they last. It triples the life on them. Yeah, pool water until it rains. Yep, pools water. Yep. Michigan Custom, what's up, dude? Ken, good to see you here. Chuck, what's up, man? Force equals mass equals acceleration. Yeah, I'm kind of the belief if you can lob the heavy weight over your head that it will, you know, assist on the way down. I've got to get the splitter figured out. But taking 40 minutes, 30 minutes out of the day, especially in the middle of the day, take everybody outside and split wood. It's just a good breakup to the day. It's a good exercise too. I'm not gay, but I do prefer my Fisker axe over all my. Hey, dude, that's what Isaac said too. He said he loves the fucking Fiskers. He's like, because it's Swedish. I'm like, no, motherfucker. Whether you think so or not, it's fucking owned by Gerber. Gerber and Fiskers is the same fucking company. I'm pretty sure it's not Swedish. Hebrew Hammer, what's up? Yodakoma, what's up, dude? 8-pound maul. That's a bigger maul, dude. Always use an 8-pound splitting maul. Man, I like the fucking spike with the 4 wedges on it, and you tap it in there, and then you smack it with a sledgehammer. I always use that. New to the chat, watching for years. Well, Rolling Acres, welcome. Ironworks, what do you do, man? I'm buying a blower, a big crank blower for a forge. I found 2 of them this week. I might buy both of them. Yodakoma, I am not Chris Hall. You should just put that as your tagline. Antique suppository machine. Evan Haley, how the fuck did you know what that was? How did you figure that out? That's exactly what it is. What kind of wood are we splitting? Red oak, white oak, some rotted, shitty pine. I think there's some ash in there. Check out Fire Creek Forge for axes. If you asked, he'd probably make you a custom splitter. Hey, one of the mods on here, or if somebody hears this, if you could private message me that company, I'll definitely check them out. I'm a blacksmith and a welder. Dude, do you do that full time? You got some stuff up on YouTube? I'd love to check it out. Learn what suppository means. Reverse image search. Found it on IG and it says sold out and it says sold. I knew it'd be something odd. Was that Mike Zone's Instagram page that you saw that on? I'll bet you it was. Did you ever see the TV show Oddities? Used to be on, I think it was on Discovery Channel. Any updates on what happened to the gate? I didn't even know I put that out there. We are not sure what happened to the gate. We have a camera that sees the gate. So even well beyond the gate, you've been here, you know how far, that's the inner gate too. I didn't have the outer gate closed because the drive box on there had been glitching. It would close, but and only using the inner gate. Well, is about there where that power pole is, behind that outhouse. And the camera's on the corner of the building. It totally sees the gate. So as cars drive by on the road, you see all the headlights zoom by. And when you come up the drive, it hits the camera initially and flares the camera for about a half a second. Nowhere on there do we have any, and all the cameras have motion activation, so they trigger an alert so you can easily find whenever there was motion in the zone. We don't find any flare or anything. There's about 10 feet of burnt rubber, both left and right tire. Cody believes that somebody ran into it and then either put it in reverse and burnt out going backwards, or actually drove up to it and then went through it. But they had their headlights off. We never do see any bright light, because I went out to close the gates at 11 o'clock last night, and employees got here at 7 this morning, at 6:30 this morning, first employee in. So sometime in those hours, they rammed that gate. There's broken headlight pieces all over the place. And they did the quote to fix the gate because it pulled the chain out and fucked up the motor system there. The quote to fix the gate right now is $6,000 is what the damage to repair it cost. Jason, maybe drunk driver, maybe. Chicken farmer, what's up? I talked about the gate on the coffee thing, okay. Spiral splitter that is I've seen those, yeah, like the corkscrew thing. How about the maul that has the wedges that are on like bearings in there that have those extra, as it drives in, they pop out? Have you seen those? You need at least an 8 megapixel camera with a good lens for your security cameras for decent night vision. Also, IR lights are good ad. Yeah, we're gonna put another camera. We have power down there. We're gonna put a whole nother camera system. Right now, our camera system is limited that it is all hardwired. So if somebody were to jam it or anything, I have 3 separate camera systems here, and they are all run hardwired. So we're gonna put an additional camera system in, and put a little bit more money into the new one. Just managing the challenges that the cold have brought to stewardship of what I've been given. Hydraulic splitter for the skid steer. I don't ever like the idea of like a 3-point PTO or a hydraulic splitter on the skid steer. I like I have, for those that don't know, I have a full-blown wood processing outfit. I have a Wolf Ridge Manufacturing 28 Pro C with the Magnum piston kit in there and the ram, and it's got the Honda motor, electric start, and everything on it. It's just doing some weird shit right now. PRC 163, I do not. And most of the guys that say they do have the bullshit Baofeng, which is really a shittier version. It doesn't even do as much as the normal Baofeng. Maybe remember the old gate. Yeah, it almost killed that dude. I'm having a new gate fabbed up that is way fucking beefier. I want a gate that will stop a dump truck all the way. I prefer to split by hand. Never actually had a splitter. PT is a must. Maybe remember the old gate. Hey, do you have any PRC? Going to invest into some concrete pillars. I would like to have deployable bollards, actually. What type of canine gear do you carry for Malin? We do a leash and a couple different collars. And I would tell you right now, don't order them. I am way behind on delivering leashes and collars. I'm the one that builds them. It caved. The first guy that hit the original gate, it caved his roof down 6 inches. And it blew out the front window, the rear windshield, and all 4 doors. The second guy that hit that gate, it smashed the entire front end of his Suburban back into the engine compartment, deployed his airbags, and it hit his A-pillars and blew out his front windshield. They actually totaled that Suburban out. If you buy a splitting nail, make sure it's got a good taper. Too wide and the blades are just bounce. I have a gate or barrier design for you. It'll stop a sim. I'd love to see it. I'd like to see it. Irish, what's up? Is there a reservist and special forces? Yeah, there is. There's 19th and 20th. It's actually a National Guard detachment. And if so, is there support soldiers in it as well as medic, cooks, etc.? I don't know the answer to that. I would assume that there is. But a lot of, I have some friends that were with 19th SF back, I don't know, 25 years ago, and they did more active duty deployment than active duty guys did. Nowadays, that could have changed. Do you think catacombs are built for all the people beheaded? Expand upon that. Who did the beheading? Do you still want tank traps? I'm in a position to buy the steel. Shipping would be brutal. Yeah, it would be brutal, wouldn't it? There's some dudes right up in Kentucky making them. Did you buy the antique suppository machine for all the butthurt customers? No, I actually bought that for Amanda's Apothecary. There could, in the future, if you had to make your own medicine, there would definitely be applications where that would be the method of delivery. How do you store your templates? Let me show you. They're all over the place. But what you want to look for is vertical filing cabinets like these. So these are called blueprint cabinets or art cabinets, and they come in stacks of 5. So 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. And these just sit on top of each other perfectly. And then I have another one over here. You can find these on Marketplace. My buddy Evan actually had 2 of them for me. He was giving to me, and we just never could put it together where he had room in the truck for them. But you can find these. You should expect to pay between $100 and $200. Some guys want a lot more for them. I think I paid $600 for this stack here, and I already had this one. And the way these work is they just pull out. And you'll find a lot of them don't have all the pieces in place. But like this here, this pulls out. There's a, so you can lay your shit flat under there. And then these tabs fall right in these slots right here. As you see, we don't worry with any of that. Our shit's just set on top. And that's the most of the patterns. The big ones set over here. And then the really big ones set back here. And then these are like deplorable bags of bigger bags. But for the first 10, 15 years of business, most of the patterns just set in a tub like this in a file. So this one says 6x6 zippered utility pocket, book 1, blue tote. And the blue tote just means it lives there. Otherwise, it'll say which drawer. And then you just find the book. So if you find the pattern set will tell you where the book is. And if you've got the piece out of the book, it'll tell you where the patterns are. And nowadays, we even add the cut list, unless it's a major cut list. Like some of the stuff we make has a huge cut list to it, which is your webbing and your Velcro. But if it's not huge cut list, we will just put that even on the pattern. So more and more, we don't even have to find the book. But like this says subgun micro, and typically this should say 1 of 5 patterns, 2 of 5 patterns, 3 of 5 patterns, like that. But this one has not. It's just not on there. Subgun micro rig, Chris rig. They're keeping 2 different pattern sets in here. I suspect that this will be fucked up because it doesn't look like, it looks like it's missing patterns here. But that's how we do it. Does that help you out any? What material is the stencil made out of? Use whatever you can get. Find you a local plastic shop because shipping costs money. I buy so much of this shit that they ship it on a pallet, and it comes in 4x8 sheets. You can have them cut it in half to a 4x4, so it doesn't take a full pallet. You can also have them roll it up. And you can get this, I think this is polystyrene, but you can get it whenever you find your plastic place and you walk in there or you order sample, they'll send you a key ring with all the thicknesses. And then you can take it and you can test sew through it or decide how thick you want it. And I like it. I like this stuff super, super thick because we just trace around it with a Sharpie. And to cut it, we literally just score it with a razor knife and then snap it. And it snaps pretty damn clean. John T wants to know about my pubic hair. Are you bald? John T, it's always weird when a dude shows up and worries about my appearance. And maybe you're gay and I'm flattered, but I don't let anybody suck my dick other than my wife. So not interested. And if I'm taking that the wrong way, I'm giving you a minute to clear the air here yourself and tell us what you actually fucking mean. Very interesting. Thanks for the sharing. Can I ask why you stick with paper template over CNC laser cutout pattern? Well, because we have a pretty big shop. The laser system, we would probably be about 65, 70 grand to do what we need to do. And that's with air draw and everything. And we're just fucking really good at what we do. And we don't do a lot of high volume shit. We run 15, 20, 48 of an item. And it's hit it, quit it, on to the next thing. I don't have the sewing manufacturing capacity to justify having the laser in here. I remember this name from Jack's channel. I can't remember if you're the bald guy or the CIA dude. I had found this YouTube I'm the bald guy. I guess kind of bald. And by Jack, are you talking about Black Scout Survival or are you talking about Jack Spearcoat? Justin Gillis. Thanks to be here, man. What's Bitcoin trading at these days? I saw 102,000 today. And then I saw it down to, what did I see it go down to? 98,000? Stand by. We are currently at 96,000. And then the high today looks like the high of about 101, 102. Very interesting spot of Juki 1541. Binge watch. Right on, dude. I have the biggest Jukis we've got in here are the 1508s. I got the 1508s. I got a bunch of those. And then mostly like Konso 206s. Nakajima. There's a couple singers. There's some high leads, some FAFs. But they're all really just Konso 206. They're walking feet, compound walking foots, or needle feeds. Rick Simpson oil, RSO. Yeah, that shit's fucking good, man. I've been taking that every night since I found out about it from Callie. She calls it something else because it's not actually from Rick Simpson. Same exact process and procedure. Kill this heat in here. Amanda was working out, so before we went to dinner, I had the heat on in here for her. RSO will slap you around. Man, I feel like my joints feel better with it, and I sleep pretty damn good with it. Scully should know today is 1/7 day, 1st Battalion, 7th Marines. JJ, we'll be on live tomorrow. We'll be recording the Pulling the Thread podcast as well as a couple of other videos. So look for us live and then jump in there and tell him. I'm sure he does know. Dale Young, what's up? How do you decide between cutting nylon with scissors versus rotary cutter, like the pizza cutter? Man, I've just been using scissors so long that I am super fast. We do a lot of right-hand turns and then curves and compound angles and stuff. So the scissors just really, really work well for us. We do have rotary cutters when we're doing liners in material for, promotional bags and shit. We will cut, and a lot of that material is just from the fabric store, right? So it frays. So we use a pizza cutter that's got the zigzag in it. And then, it'll get cut, 10 layers deep at that point usually. I want to go back in time until 2012, John. He'll be taking RSO one day. Shit, if you'd have told me in 2012, the benefits of it, I'd have probably started taking it then. My go-to stim pre-workout right now, I have a lot of them, man. And I think the way for pre-workout really to work well is use it for about 6 months and then switch it up. I'll show you what I'm using the most right now, and you can actually get it at Walmart. Using Redcon One Prex, code SOE Gear will get you 25% off your order. I'm currently using Woke AF and Bucked Up, same company. This one I want to say is 300 milligrams of caffeine, and I want to say this one's 4-ish. Gorilla Labs, if you ever had the chance to use like Real Jacked 3D, this is the same shit out of Real Jacked 3D right here, Gorilla Labs, Gorilla Mode. And I heard Derek's got his shit, probably not this one, but Gorilla can be purchased at Walmart too. I think he just did a deal with them and they just came on the shelf like a month ago. Yeah, Bucked up's pretty good, man. That's what I've been using. Redmond salt. If you guys are familiar with Redmond's, I'm sure it's right in front. I have all of this shit. I like Megawatt too, man. First form, but I become immune to it pretty quick. I'll stop using it for about 6 weeks and then come back to it. Relight. It's the company that this shit was pretty good too. Wildfire. These are all Walmart, but this Relight company, this is Redmond's. They do one. I'm looking for a tall bottle. I'm sure it's fucking right in front of me here somewhere. Anyways, they have a salt-based pre-workout, and it's pretty legit, man. It works well too. But I find that taking it every day, my tongue becomes sore, I think just from the salt. But I use pre-workout all through the day, right? For the way for pre-workout to really work, put a scoop in a cup with a little bit of water and you drink it all at once. Don't use it as a flavoring for your drink. Man, I know that shit's right in front of me. I am just not seeing it. Here it is. They changed the packaging on it. This shit right here. Some good amino-based pre-salt, I've heard does that. Is the Gorilla Labs, the stuff Cody said is the only one that he is slightly scared of. Yeah, it's this one here. As much stems as I do. He's still a little more sensitive to it. But this shit right here, like I don't take a full scoop of this shit. And this motherfucker right here has a 2 scoop dose also. But there's some other stuff in here, AJ. Like this is as close as you're gonna get. The chemical that they banned Jack 3D over, it's like 1 molecule off from that in there. I wish Justin still had the amino cherry lime. Yeah, you and me both, man. I talked to Justin a couple weeks ago. I had that. Yeah, it's pretty harsh, man. Like when you take that shit, if I take that and I get sidetracked and don't work out, I have to stop what I'm doing and at the very least go do like 10, 15 minute cardio. I have to burn it off. Okay, are we live? I don't know how long we were down for. I didn't even realize we disconnected. I wouldn't have been surprised if AJ snorted that stuff. Back on, there we go. The row machine. Yeah, I've got a Concept 2 rower, man. I didn't know for a long time there's a difficulty dial on that thing. John Witherspoon, what's up, dude? Is there a specific type of scissor? Man, the cheapest ones that you can get. I've got the expensive ones. I've got the German Gingers. I've got the full like metal ones that are heavy. The longer the scissor, the better for cutting long straight stuff. For cutting intricate stuff, have a smaller scissor. I don't use nippers at all. A lot of my people on the cleaning tables here, they like these little ones. I can't get my fingers in here. And the biggest problem I have with a scissor, we were using these Westcotts. And they had, you want a scissor like this right here. This is a Westcott right here, Westcott titanium. And they had a little beefier version. They come from Walmart. And you want this flat on the bottom for cutting material. This here is a craft scissor. It does not sit flat on the table, right? So you can't get it for sliding. The biggest thing with cutting material is you're not cutting. You're sliding it. You're literally sliding it. You might have a dead spot in the scissor. So if you find that it kind of stutters, take a bite or open up a little bit and just slide. You can cut through aluminum foil. Will deburr your scissor and keep it pretty straight. Fiskars makes a scissor sharpener, which is pretty decent for these. And just consider these as a consumable. When we go to Walmart and I find a scissor that I like, I have fat fingers here. My hands, this pair of scissors won't come off of my hands. I have to physically pull it off. Whereas this pair here, I can set it down if I want to. And if you're cutting and producing things, especially batches, you're going to pick scissors up and set them down literally 1,000 times a day. So it's accumulative. Also, when you're laying out your project and you've got everything traced out, make all of your cuts straight. Don't do this, because this will accumulate over decades into carpal tunnel. So make your cuts, make all your straight cuts that you can, and then come over here and turn your body and then disconnect them and make all your straight cuts. Try to cut as straight as you can. And I say that as a 52, how old am I? I don't even know how old I am. 51, 52, 53. From doing that from the age of 17, it has now turned into I need carpal tunnel surgery. And my wife had the same thing from doing hair. So it's a trip. Everybody knows how old I am but me. Buy your scissors with John's. Yeah, guys, if you use my Amazon link for anything, we get a little percentage, although Amazon just completely fucked all of their people again. They keep removing. It used to be very lucrative. We used to make 5, 6, 7 grand a month on Amazon, and they just take away your ability to do that. I make about $1,000 a month right now, and I forget to ever. If I said something every night, it would probably be about 2, 3 grand. Anything you buy on Amazon, if you click through any of my links and it takes you to Amazon, anything you buy in the next 24 hours, we get about a percentage point of your order. My grandfather had such bad carpal tunnel, he had to stop laying tile. Yeah, the surgery takes about 5 minutes now. They don't even put you under to do it anymore. What up, missed you on the live. Hood Billy, well, thanks for being here, man. I've been doing them on Facebook and Instagram almost every night. Holy shit, how can I get an affiliate link? You just go and set you up a Amazon account and look up Amazon affiliate marketing on YouTube. Watch a couple videos, you'll get it. Swinging a hammer all, yeah, oh, everything you do, man, is accumulative on the body. And when you're a young man, they tell you, hey, don't lift with your back, lift with your knees. They tell you, you hear all this shit. And it really, as you get older, you think, fuck, I wish they tried to warn me. I wish I would have listened. 2 feet of snow, where are you at? We're supposed to get about 11 inches of snow. Was wondering if you're still in touch with Justin. Yeah, I talked to him a couple weeks ago. Guessing when you were talking about SUPs before, said I spoke with Justin the other day. Yeah, I met Sweeney. He's got a gym right over in Alabama, about 2.5 hours from here. Take care of the old man. You will one day. That's a good way to put it, dude. That's a good way to put it. I've been breathing in spray paint fumes for decades. As much as I hurt, I don't regret what I've accomplished. No, but if we could go back 20 years, would we alter anything? I think that I probably would, right? I'd be more cognizant of things. "35 is rigor mortis starts to set in. For my 30th birthday, I got steps at my other shop. And it's funny because Amanda's building is pretty tall, right? It's up on blocks. She's got an Eagle building or an Amish shed. And it's 14, I think it's 14 by 40. But it's pretty high. It's up high because we still need to spray foam it and shit. So she's like, can we get some stairs? And I'm like, yeah, we can get some stairs. So we bought these concrete steps. And while we were there, I bought another set for my building. I just feel stepping up steps. Like I feel it in my knees. Like we were going to go and go through one of the asylums again. And there was a lot of stairs in there. And we got up Saturday morning and I said, I don't know that I can do all these stairs and through the tunnels and stuff over the knees, over the legs. I feel a lot better now. I could totally go do it. But there's something going on. I was bucked up before it was a thing. CBD. Yeah, I'm taking the RSO. I'm using that for sure. And then I've got one that somebody I know processed that I think has THC in it. So I'll take a couple drops of that. And then I've been taking, I think I'm taking like 12 drops of the RSO stuff a night. What do you think about the Prime Minister of Canada? Oh, I think he's in a lot of trouble. I think that you're going to see a lot of the allegations and stuff with the kitty porn and kitty sex trafficking, child sex trafficking stuff. I think he's highly involved in that. Him stepping down while everybody's celebrating opens the door for a lot worse to come into place. I don't know. I guess we'll see shortly what really happens. Who gives a fuck about Canada? I think you have a high probability of Canada being part of the United States, or us doing a lot more business with Canada for their resources. Knees and back destroyed from carrying people down flight. Oh yeah, absolutely, man. Was she a great big fat car person? Can you help me put this couch in my van? Yeah, I'll bet serial killers have bad backs too. I had a Facebook disabled same day this channel was disabled. Interesting. What's with the shark? I don't know. What kind of shark do you have? If you don't want yours, I'll be interested. Maybe we can do a deal and I'll have your shark and my shark. I buy every shark that I find that's for sale. I hate the steps in the work. Yeah, the territories are losing their shit about representation in the House and Senate. Imagine if we added more states and they still didn't have representation. Is it no, it's not a real shark, man. Most the tag said taxidermy. Most of them aren't. When you see sharks and shit like that in like hanging in restaurants and stuff like that, they're usually not real. I do have some real ones. I don't know. You were upstairs. I'm sure you saw some of the real sharks up there. You have anything for FN45 tactical or FN15 TAC 2 gear? I don't even, you reach down deep right there, bro. I don't even know what the fuck that is. Tell me, do I? Is the FN45, is that a pistol or is that like a subgun? Because I got all kinds of shit. I got shit that'll hold subgun stuff, and a pistol is a pistol is a pistol. I don't make holsters, though. I make, magazine pouches. Can you show what fabric pencils? Yeah, just use, I don't use fabric pencils. Use Crayola colored pencils. Don't use Rose Art. Those are shit. You will save a little bit of money, but the lead, no matter how you sharpen it, that lead will always just crack. Get the Crayola colored pencils. When you wipe them against your blue jeans or whatever, that marking on the fabric will come off of there. Usually just in handling and sewing it comes off. For a lighter, use Bic lighters. Don't use any other lighter. Buy Bic disposables. You can buy them in packages of 50 on Amazon. You have a marlin. Yeah, I have a marlin. I've got some billfish. I've got some sailfish. You're going to catch a marlin. Very cool. When you catch a marlin, it's catch and release. They take a photo, and then they make you a fiberglass replica. Pistol and AR style rifle. We have tons of shit for AR style rifles. Does it actually take like a PMAG? I've got dozens of things that do that. Everything we build holds M4 mags. I have a taxidermy shark I caught when I was a kid. Oh, that's fucking awesome, John. That's cool, dude. Most of the taxidermy, it was just done so old and it's not been cared for. Typically when taxidermy sharks hit the market, that came from grandpa or something, and the kids just don't give a shit about that stuff. So by the time it comes up on the market, it's not been stored well. I buy all the old terrible taxidermy. My uncle has property in Florida. What I don't know what we're going out for. It'll be the first. Oh, very cool, dude. Very cool. Interesting to see reform in the UK. More right-leaning politics. Yeah, we'll see what happens, dude. I think a lot of those people are on the run. Do you need mag pouch? Do you need mag pouches? How do I order? SOE, tacticalgear.com is the website. Special Operations Equipment is the name of my company. SOE, Special Operations Equipment. I started the company 35 years ago, and we manufacture everything you see in here. We make inside this building. 100% U.S. manufactured. We build everything here that you see. Rifle slings, we have several versions and options. Load carriage systems, shotgun chest rigs like this here, for instance. This rips down, this rips out. We do something similar for lever gun rigs. Modular systems, larger rigs. This is 8 mag stack. This holds AK and M4 mags. 4 columns of pallets for large med kits, radios, comms, sustainment pouches. These are our smaller rigs, our micro rigs. This is 2 M4 mags or AK mags per pocket. They adjust in the back and they rip open. Let me rip this open. Rip open right there. You've got webbing in here for abrasion barrier. This utility pocket over here rips open. And this will carry 4 P mags, and then you can put 2 and 2. So this will hold 8 mags if you're just messing around on the range. But this will hold medical. It'll hold, you know, utility pocket, whatever you want to put in there. It'll hold. You can use it for big rig back there. NSW, Naval Special Warfare chest rig, holds 6 internal mags, has dual radio slots on it. One for talking to the fight, one for talking to close air support. We do butt packs. We've got big load carriage systems like LBVs, rifleman kit. We make all kinds of stuff, man. I've got about 5,000 some videos on this YouTube channel here. Flipping over logs in the glades. Still no luck on an eastern coral snake. It's there. They're there, man. And for anybody listening, anytime you're wondering what the website is, any social media that you're on, if you click on a YouTube video, just hit the description in the video, you will find something they're driving you towards. You'll find their website or whatever they're talking about. And then on Facebook, Instagram, if you just look at the about, you'll find a link to whatever they're trying to push you towards. Just opened a package from Amazon, and there was 4 pounds of magnesium flakes. Guess Nicole is going to make enough magnesium oil to bathe in. Nice. Nice. It'll store, man. Just put that shit in some mason jars, and years in the future, you'll be glad you had it. Whereas in the future, if we can't get it, we will wish we had it. When I caught it, it was huge, about 6 or 8 feet. But now that I look at it at my age, it's only about 1.5 feet. That's still cool, man. I've got a baby hammerhead upstairs in a Tatum Museum jar, sitting in, it's not formaldehyde. What do we call it now? It's formaldehyde. I can't remember what the name of it is, though. We call it something else now. Ever considered a low-profile butt pack use on mounted on? Yeah, actually, we've actually discussed that several times. I've got a couple prototypes. This is our butt pack right here on the back of our padded suspender set. And it'll actually double past what it is right here. With the fly inside, you can actually step that load up almost double and still clip the lid and contain it. Formalin, that's it, Jason. Yep, formalin, man. How'd you know that? Yeah, there's a ton to the butt pack for guys that aren't aware, right? You got 4 columns of pals on the side, so you can put big med kits on the side, or sustainment pouches, or Nalgene bottles or canteens. The rain fly inside doubles your volume. there's a zipper right here that opens up. Okay, what's the last thing you heard? I don't know how I hit that, how that goes off of there. Oh shit, I must have said a lot of shit. I've known you for 20 years. Yeah, those Tatum Museum jars are badass. Okay, so I said a lot of shit about the butt pack. I have several videos on it. If you go to the website, there'll be a video there on the website that'll click and take you straight to YouTube. You'll find out all about the butt pack. 4 pounds. Oh, I said a lot of shit past that. Borrowed World series. Yeah, that's a good one. I'm out of books. I'm actually listening to 299 Days again right now. I just started book 1 of 299 Days. This is an old school way. This is 16 rounds of buckshot or shotgun, 8 and 8. And you can run 550 through this bottom here and tether it through the grommet. And it just lets you put 16 rounds of buckshot any place you can put 2 M4 mags. A dude hit me up today, sent an email. He's like, how about making a video on the M1 Grand clip? We make one of these like this that holds 6 M1 Grand. And he's like, I just can't figure out how to use it fast. And I'm like, yeah, it's not, it's fucking 35 years old. Like, it's an M1 Grand, buddy. It holds 6 M1 Grand clips. Any place you could put 3 M16 mags. So it's meant to go in like GI issue M16 mag pouches. But it's still, like, you can put it in our rally, man, but you still have to open the mag pouch, and then you got to pull that thing out, and then you have to hold it while you pull each clip out of there. There is nothing fast about an M1 Grand. If you want to get faster, you got to get an M1 Grand chest rig, which we make, but it's an M1 Grand. Shark is cool, thanks. Did you do a video on how you make shotgun cards? Yeah, I'm sure that we have. Whatever happened to the rewrite of 299 Days he was going to do in the mod? Oh, I don't have a clue, man. I don't have a clue. I feel like he's just kind of got comfortable and kind of living off that name, that book. A lot of those books were super short. And I think he's just kind of doing his thing. Like, I don't know Glenn, but I feel like Glenn is like, he's still living off of that book, and that, like, he pictures himself as the character in the book. So when you hear him talk about on his podcast about cool guys and all this shit, those are his fictional characters, which, I mean, they're based off of people that, you know, friends of his in real life, I think. But I don't know what he's done past writing the book. Everything he talks about is the book. You know, kind of like the dude, the 45-year-old dude that's talking about the high school football game still. I do listen occasionally to his podcast, but man, his wife really ruined the podcast for me. Like, and I haven't listened up, you know, full disclosure, I haven't listened in a year or two, But they'd get a really good guest on, and she would completely sidetrack the conversation. Like, who is your audience? Like, know who your fucking audience is and build content on what the audience wants to listen to. But when his wife gets involved in there, they'll have a conversation, and you'll literally, like, you're about to hear the answer that you want to hear to the question, and she'll completely fucking sidetrack the conversation. Person's still getting up after 8 rounds of 30. Yeah, that's true. Franklin Horton just dropped a new book called Willie. I think it's another offshoot of Borrowed World. I'll have to check it out, Jason, if you'll send me a screenshot or something of it. Y'all do LBEs? Yeah, we do. It's called the Rallyman vest right here. I build them one at a time. They start at $1,000. I have an OD black one available, and I think there's another multicam black one sitting around that can leave here. Calvin, what's up, dude? Shit went way sideways. If you need a fast relay, yeah. Did you do a video on how to make shotgun cards? Reminder, 299 days, definitely something to go. I've listened to 299 days probably 3-4 times. Another, like a great one, is Angry American. What's the name of Angry Going Home series? What's he got out? Like 11 books? He's fucking well into the next one right now. He's been here several times. We've done a couple interviews and podcasts with him. Do you make anything with FR rated? You mean fire rated materials? It would be nice when I'm forging out public events. FR. I don't know what we're talking about there. I'm gonna go with no. 299 days is, but I much preferred going. Oh yeah, there. That's exactly what I just said. There we go. That dude on YouTube just uploaded a new chapter of Unintended. Oh, badass. I hope he continues with that. I liked his take on it too. When he would laugh and giggle, I was laughing at the same time too. Man, I think I'm tired. Tomorrow is going to be a very long day. Good, in a good way. We'll do a ton of shit tomorrow. Brandel will be here early. Scully will be in. Glenn's wife is so annoying to do business with. Well, I mean, I don't know them, but they act like you're doing business with somebody way fucking bigger than they are. I think the book was great, but I don't think anything's been done since then. Yeah, Chris Weatherman's super cool. I've always enjoyed any time I've got to spend with him. His writing is great. He's got all kinds of shit going on. But he actually knows those guys, right? Like a lot of the characters in the Going Home series book, those are real dudes. Like those are dudes right up at Fort Campbell. Like Brandel shoots for some of those guys. Like shoots video for those guys. Like we know all them dudes. Tech guy who is now conservative senator. Seems like kind of guy who could be an author. Dude, very cool, dude. Yeah, Dalton. Yep. Alan Key. Yep. Crazy Carl. You think they're going to blame the the Palisades fire on global warming or do the mismanaged? Oh yeah, I saw that. That's Palisades. Is it Paradise or Palisades? I thought Paradise was on fucking fire again. Took fighting rifle with Alan Kay. He's cool. Right on, man. That's awesome. There's a fighting pistol class this weekend. I have no problem with value for value, but the whole only getting a quarter way through the podcast before making you join. I joined it. There wasn't a whole lot more there. I mean, and now that was a long time ago. I actually joined the very first Patreon that I ever fucking joined was their Patreon. I'm subscribed to Bear's Patreon now, and I am subscribed to Angry Americans Patreon. Paradise Fire. Yeah, maybe I did. Maybe it was Palisades, and I just saw Paradise. Didn't Paradise burn down like a while ago? That's where Wavy and Fuel Cans was actually through. Fighting pistol class the week before the next SOE party. Right on, dude. Right on. We are doing shit every day here that will make things better for the SOE party. Like, I really strive for things to be different when people come here. I want them to see progress, and I want them to see, different things. I want it to be different, not just the same thing every time. And with all that said, I haven't listened to their podcast in a long. Maybe I will tomorrow. Maybe that's what I'll do. I've been very lacking on listening to podcasts. SOE is a huge motivator on your end too. Right on, dude. All right, guys, I'm gonna get off of here in just a minute. Any last minute conversation that we need to have? Any statements? It's a big ass heavy globe that we picked up this weekend. This thing here is super cool. It's from an old mercantile shop, and it's a paper wrapper, and then you would tie the string around. You would tie the paper up with the string. Amanda got that this weekend. Very cool piece. Palisades are under mandatory. If that one got it. RSVP SOE party June 14th. There we go. There we go. Don't suppository unless you gotta. Oh shit. SOE party suppository. Somebody might get the lucky one. Fafo, what's up, dude? Angel. AJ. All right, guys. We'll do a live tomorrow sometime. We've got a bunch of stuff we're filming tomorrow. We're filming a video on super kit bag, deplorable bag, and new bag, the differences between them. I'm sure it'll be kind of a funny video. You'll see that. I think we're going to do the SWAT video. I think that'll be made into a longer version, kind of with all the outtakes and just the banter back and forth and stuff. I'm not well, you don't pull them out. They melt in place. You're so mean on these videos. Issuing your demands. Come on, you know you'll pull them out. It's just like pulling, peas out of a child's nose or out of their ear. All right, guys, I'm out of here. We'll see you guys tomorrow.